My name is Jamiria Harris, and today we're going to be doing cereal dilution. For today, my lab attire, I have on a lab coat, I have on long pants with closed shoes, I have no dangling jewelry on. I am going to start off by cleaning my countertop. And washing my hands. Next, I am going to wash my hands. Now that I have already washed my hands, I put on gloves, and now we can start our dilution. I have set up my area. I have my Bunsen burner. I have my plates that are labeled plate A, plate B, and plate C. I have my 4 conical tubes that are labeled as well, and with 9 milliliters of water. 3, 4. I have my spreader. I have my organism, and I have my pipette. I have already labeled my pipette where the water should stop it. So now we're going to turn on our Bunsen burner. I'm going to go ahead on and flame my loop with my spreader so it can be already prepared. I'm going to take my pipette and my organism. I'm going to flame. I'm going to take the amount out that is needed. There's 1 milliliter. I'm going to flame. I'm going to take conical tube number 1. And I'm going to flame it. And I'm going to drop this 1 milliliter into there. I'm going to flame it. Put the top back on. Shake it up. Shake it, sorry. Now I'm going to take the same tube. I'm going to flame it. I'm going to take 1 milliliter out of conical tube 1. Join you. I'm going to flame it. Top back on. I'm going to take conical tube number 2. I'm going to flame it. And I'm going to drop the 1 milliliter in to conical tube number 2. I'm gonna flame it, top back on. I'm gonna shake it up. Now I'm gonna take conical tube number 2 and I'm gonna transfer it onto plate A. So I'm gonna take my top off, I'm gonna flame it, and I'm gonna get 1 milliliter. Flame. I'm gonna take plate A. I'm gonna put it onto plate A. I'm gonna take my spreader and I'm going to spread it all around plate A. Okay, I'm gonna flame it. Sit that to the side and flame that. Now I'm gonna take my pipette again and my conical tube number 2, and I'm gonna transfer it on into conical tube number 3. I'm gonna flame it. I'm gonna get 1 milliliter of water. I'm gonna flame it, top back on. I'm gonna get conical tube number 3. Gonna flame it, and I'm gonna drop that into number 3. I'm gonna flame it, top back on. I'm gonna shake it. Now I'm gonna take conical tube number 3 and I'm going to take 1 milliliter out of this one and put it onto plate B. So I'm gonna take the top off, I'm gonna flame it. I'm gonna take 1 milliliter of water, of the solution out of here, flame it. I'm gonna take plate B and I'm going to put it into here. Take my spreader that has already been flamed and I'm going to spread it all across plate B. Okay, flame my spreader, put that to the side. Then I'm going to take my pipette and I'm going to take conical tube number 3 again, and I am going to flame it, and I'm going to take 1 milliliter of solution out of this one, flame it, and I'm going to put it into conical tube number 4. I'm going to flame it, and I'm going to drop that into conical tube number 4. I'm going to flame that, top back on. I'm going to shake it up, and you can see that the solution is diluting. We're going to take this same tube, I'm going to flame it, take 1 milliliter out of this one, flame it, top back on. I'm going to take plate C and I'm going to put that onto plate C, and I am going to spread this all around. It has already been flamed. Plate C. Flame the spreader. And now that concludes our dilution. The purpose of this is to tell how many organisms are in our culture. We diluted it because there are too many to count into the organism, so we diluted so we could be able to count how many that are in our culture. Thank you. Ooh.